Yo, how's it going, Onyx? Up rather late? Yeah. Not that I want to talk, you know, sometimes the late night schedule gets us. Oh my god, when you get there. Kind of trolled that one a little bit, but that cookie that you brought me over is very good. No problem, dude. That was from Levain Bakery. It's really good. If I hadn't eaten one earlier that day, I probably would have eaten it myself. But I was like, I already ate one. Probably shouldn't have 2 cookies in one day. No problem. I'm gonna let him melee me once. They fixed control walk. Doesn't look as weird anymore. I kind of liked how janky it used to look. Oops. Just realized if it throws a rock, I'm eventually dead there. I'm gonna wing the 6-tick timing. There you go. Some HP to work with. Dang it. Ugh, I clicked too early. Dude, move. Oh, that sucks. And he max bites me? Okay. Seems like we are a little rusty. That's so BS. Okay, only a 5 though. You playing leagues? Yeah. I'm a little concerned that the damage is too high this league still. I know people enjoy high damage, but too much damage gets boring IMO. I hope the echo bosses are hard enough. Still got a couple days more of reveals, so. You don't need to like go the highest damage if you don't want to. But you know you have to though, right? Or at least you have to do like close to it. Can't be too far behind. Possible to get your Kephri tiles? Not anymore. I'm already at Akkha. I don't have them like in a pack or anything like that. You could just replay the stream and look at them though, because there's not that many. They're pretty simple tiles, fortunately, so I think you should be able to mark them just like that. Not much going on for them. Oh. Anything that would proc? Melee trap method? Then the tiles are kind of irrelevant, to be honest, if you're doing melee trap. Oh, need to learn, never mind. Yeah, the ranger trap is significantly faster. Although that was a really slow Kephri that I had just now, but... maybe not really slow, I would just say below average. I wonder if that procs, I don't think so. Like I'm personally hoping Echo Soul has at least like 10,000 HP. Otherwise, people are just gonna kill him like really fast. I feel like Echo Soul, where everyone's looking forward to Echo Soul. I'd be really disappointed if Echo Soul's really easy, or if he could be brute forced. Interestingly enough, I think 10,000 HP on Soul, potentially, is still only like a 3-minute fight at the most. Have Max Mage aside from Magus. Worth to sell Void Waker for Magus? Yes. Magus is, I think, 4 max hits, which is insane. Most people who are doing like a rebuild also like Mage Zebak because they don't have a Tbow. So it's really big for Zebak too. Magus only gets outclassed when you're doing Light Bear and ZCB setups, and it's only barely. Would you still 3 down with a DDS? Yeah. You just need DDS and some Karis pokes. You're chilling on that in regards. At BGS Tbow, I don't know if BGS is even necessary. I don't think it is, but pretty sure just like dropping 5 DDS and then doing care spokes and just extra DDS when you have it is fine. I don't think you need any kind of crazy stuff going on. You could do a whip in place of it, in place of the Void Waker. Pretty sure it's not necessary. I also don't think you need the BGS at all. I think Bone Dagger is still better. Cause you're only BGSing Zebak, so I think you just Bone Dagger him, and then that's it. Yeah, no Tbow. I think you just Bone Dagger him, to be honest. You can just Bone Dagger Baba. Call it a day. If you get a 1, it is what it is. I wouldn't bring overly draining though, because I don't think you have the strength to do overly draining, assuming you're doing a rebuild. Cancel the heal there. I don't think I need to cancel this one. So we sell Void Awaken for Magus BZB so we can swarm Kephri. So it should be way faster. I think so. Swarming Kephri is a really nice time save. Highly recommend. If you really need defense like bad, you could do like just the legs or something. Depends how much you're willing to flick though. Because my setup right now has less defense than Bando's top and bottom combined. If the tasks give you a max it, I would do it. But if you're looking for defense, you could do some weird shit like wearing some like Barrel's legs or something weird. You don't need a lot of range defense to make it like worth. I think about 240 range defense is all you need. Which is, well, 240 is what I have, so I've never had any problems with 240. Oops. I think BCB and like the sword chaps is probably fine. Let's just play with it. Bit of undead grasp there, actually. $155k XP away from 200 mil. That didn't do anything for me. What's WTV? Quiet prayers. It can be worth it. Oh, whatever. But I don't recommend quiet prayers in any raid with Pathfinder specifically or above. But it's fine. Like with a level 3 Zebak, it's pretty easy, you know, it doesn't do enough chip damage to matter. Same thing for Wardens, assuming you're pretty clean with Wardens. Wardens doesn't do enough chip damage for it to matter, because you can always heal up a little bit, teensy bit with some sun pokes on some skulls. 20 points is 20 points. I wouldn't recommend it if you're doing my Ranger method for Kephri though, because then it starts hitting you like 6s instead of 4s. So either do no overlords or do like a kill ranger method. Either way would be fine. Yeah, like a 520 is not bad because you don't have Pathfinder on. Just specifically level 4 Zebak with quiet prayers is kind of annoying. Baba can sometimes be annoying, but I think he's fine. You Pathmaster and you start Zebak to avoid the level 4. That sounds pretty bad. $520. Yeah, I know what you meant. That sounds not so optimal. Starting Zebak is probably, especially if you're using like a Shadow or Tbow, probably like minus a minute and a half right there. You lose a lot of max hits when you're using these, you know, not being salted for Zebak. You don't really lose that many max hits for Baba, so. think I lost a tick there. Never purple. Eat the anglerfish. All right. Oh, I need to take a... Oh, I did take a hammer. Oh, that was a mistake. Misclicked the thrall there. What kind of raids for Mega Rare would you like? Oh, would you not be okay with, actually? Interesting question. Not be okay with. I think I'd not be okay with something boring that just saves inventory space. For example, the quiver is our most recent addition to the game, and all it does is kind of save inventory space on like bolts and stuff. I think that gets boring. It's like a stat boost as well. I want something that's interactive. That makes sense. Yeah, tri-bed boots and gloves. I think that'd be boring. Would I be like down with the idea as an upgrade? Yeah, for sure. But personally, I want something more fun. I guess I'd be okay with it, but it wouldn't be my best choice. How much time are you losing in the monkey room? Not that much. Probably like 4 seconds. You mostly, it's the chins isn't for Kephri. I mean, isn't for monkey room these days. It's for Kephri. I keep misclicking past the boulder. What's up, man? I heard you mention in one of your lives, RS taught you English. Where you from, or no one knows? Well, I'm from New York. I was born here. The thing is, it wasn't my first language because the only way I learned English was pretty much exclusively through public school. So my first language is, I guess, kind of like a dialect of Cantonese. And I had learned some like preliminary English, but in terms of vocabulary, it was one of my weaker points. Like, vocab was definitely not my best. But RuneScape helped pick that up. And then eventually I actually even won. Actually, no, I didn't win. Did I win? Hold on, I gotta think. No, I got second place in my middle school spelling bee. Which is pretty good. From having very weak vocab to having strong-ish vocab by middle school. Dude, how are you gonna give us? Was it 6th grade or 7th grade? 7th grade, they made me spell vengeance. And fortunately for me, I had become a RuneScape member, so I know how to spell vengeance. I know about the spell. Cabbage was also in it too. Those are two words I would not have known how to spell RuneScape. Vengeance. Let's go. You say something in Cantonese? I've lost all ability to speak Cantonese, don't worry. It has been removed from the brain. Just like my high school locker combo. How to not trust anyone? Yep. Was Ultimate Block even streaming RuneScape back then? Or making in content, I guess? I guess nobody was really streaming. Everyone was just doing YouTube back then. I think someone wanted my Kephri tiles, right? XP till I have to bring full Torva. 140k. One less restore, yeah. Gotta train attack. I could just not care about the XP, but like, bruh. Okay, I'll be fuming if I see wasted XP. Did you say Bone Dagger over BGS? It's a pretty close call, but I think so. For your setup specifically, because you're not Tbowing Zebak anyway. Like normally you would only run Bone Dagger in an overly draining raid, right? But I think for your case, it's because you're doing 525, it's pretty close. That I'm pretty sure it's better. With your setup, would you make time if you didn't use thralls? Probably it would be really close. I wouldn't do it. I'd probably make time if I always kill skulls, but I don't know why I wouldn't bring thralls. Thralls probably takes me like 2 minutes, you know? 2-3 minutes. Usually I finish my raids in like 32, 33 with skull skipping. If I didn't skull skip, you could shave down like a minute to a minute and a half. So I could still make it. But it would be significantly closer to the point where I wouldn't really do it. Lost some ticks here. I'd be hard-pressed to not bring thralls in this raid. I do everything in my power to get thralls. Funky setup, but I'll make it work. Losing BGS gets me torture. Hey, that's nice. The one less restore, would you have to flick more, or would you be comfy being down one? I would have to flick at Zebak, which isn't that big of a deal. It's a very easy room to flick. Right now, this 6 restore 1 regen setup lets me... Hey, put the pickaxe away. Lets me get away with no flicking in like pretty much every room. Sometimes I'll flick like at Kephri like that. Just if I think it'll save me a dose, but for the most part, I camp it. I could flick at Kephri too. It's one of the easiest rooms as well. It wouldn't be very sweaty though. It's just like, you know, just good old lazy offensive flicks. I don't really do one-tick flicking. That's too much wrist damage for me. I don't think there's a single place in this game where I do one-tick flicking anymore. I'm such a plug-in crutch. It's crazy seeing you do the mirror room without it. I've never used it with it. I guess it's a bonus, right, for me. Like when they added it, it was like very jarring to me. It was the other way around. Maybe you just got into ToA a little bit later when they added it. So I think that's a somewhat recent function feature. Function feature? All features become functions, I guess. Oh, didn't dodge. Thoughts on overloads coming into the game? About freaking time. I know they're obviously not in or planned. As far as I know, they're not in or planned. But everyone knows at some point they're happening. Wonder gave that the okay. I mean, it's not that bad. It could be more interactive though. I think the worst one definitely is when it comes like through the walls. It feels so bad when it just flies through the walls. Got this on twice, so I'm probably gonna flick a little bit here. Probably get away without it, but this all will work because it blows up on the right side of the boulder. How would you feel if 200 mil XP gave you a few increased max hits? That would be terrible. That would be absolutely terrible. I'm gonna say it right now, that's a terrible idea. You might be thinking, oh, well, let's just reward the players with 200 mil XP. I don't think you want to do that. Dude, that entire line is acid. I checked. It was all acid. Only a few psychopaths are inclined to get 200 mil, and I think the problem with it is instead of rewarding, it wouldn't feel like a reward to people who got 200 mil. It would instead be looked at as punishing people for not having it. Because what ends up happening is if a boss is too hard, people are going to say, oh, it's balanced around 200 millers, even though you obviously know that's not the case. You just need one person to say that and actually believe it, and that's already a bad idea. It's just bad on optics. Idea is fine to reward like a big grind, like the intention of it, but there's always one degenerate way to look at it, and that's what's gonna happen. Not Reynolds wave skipping, dude. You saw that wave? It was crazy. Yeah, must have 200 mil to join or some bullshit like that. And obviously 200 mil is a crazy grind. It could be something troll like 200 mil has 0.001% more accuracy. I'd be okay with that. $200 mil has 0.3% more accuracy. So they're super small. I waited too long to see the skip. I know, they really forced me to wave skip. Oh, my Scarab was still running. That's a little bit of a waste. I can save a ton of prayer points if I just flake this, but like all of these hits, but I can't be asked. Gotta make sure this is on remove. I was like, if this goes to, this takes me to card loop, I'm gonna be so upset. Shadow have a transmog would be a fair invo to get it at. Or how would I want it to be dropped? That's a hard question. Because I want to be elitist and say it should be a 600. I think a 600 is a lot easier than it used to be. With the new monkey room and stuff in terms of making time. And it would get people to do high invo ToA. But I don't think high invo ToA is like a good enough state just yet that I think Shadow should get something like that. I would like it to be so like hard enough that it's essentially unboostable, if that makes sense. But at the end of the day, like realistically, there's no way Jack is gonna create something that like less than 100 people are gonna get. So this is not gonna happen. Even if it's like less than 500 people, there's no way Jackis would design something that less than like... Probably I would say at least like 3,000 people would get. Solo only 550. Oh, that'd be pretty good, yeah. That wouldn't be too hard. I feel like that'd be very achievable. Probably at least you would just have like 5,000-10,000 people have it, that range. It would be great. Solo only 550 and at least one timer invo must be on. That would be ideal. There's a bunch of different ways you can like make that work. $550 is a clean number too. I like that. I think a 550 with any timer on would be good. So, you know, you just need to make a 40 timer. What did they drop the way they dropped the scythe kits? Oh, maybe you're saying like 500 plus only. No, that could work. That wouldn't be bad. Just make it a 500 plus droppable kit. Whereas Fang is guaranteed, that one's RNG. Yeah, but the thing is, it should scale up significantly to what invo you do. I think would be a good way to balance out the RNG on that one. I think that would make it a lot fairer. As someone who is extremely dry at hard mode TOB, I am on the boat of RNG kits kind of suck ass. Also on the same boat of I spoon the shit out of my dust for chambers. Still, I think RNG kits are kind of ass. I think if it's scaled, because ToA has a scaling difficulty, I think if it's scaled based on your invo above 500, that would be really nice. Like if you're doing 500 flat, it should be, let's say, half the drop rate of doing a 600. If you're doing a 545 compared to a 500, you'll have, let's say, a third more. So like a custom scaling for the kit, I think would be nicer. And then you can have other people like figure out what's optimal. You'll have people doing like teams with medic because you want to go above 550. But not really do the medic in a solo because, you know, that sucks. I think that would be a good solution. Surprised they never gave a Shadow kit. It might come if they do like a ToA revisit in the future. I'm not sure if they will, but took a couple of years for them to, you know, deal with chambers and TOB and give them a little bit of a hard mode. Although I'm very against how they did the hard modes / challenge modes. Mutadile hitting 70s is very fun, right guys? Or the 60s, I don't know. Like if I wanted to sign up for tick eating in a raid, I would do solo TOB, not Mutadile. Purple. Hat. Could be worse. Could be a ring. Yeah, it could have been a ring. Name is Tube Sphere. Can a tube be a sphere? Can a sphere be a tube? I thought all tubes are cylindrical. I think he's cooking. ticks lost. Right. I'm clearing these fumes. I just know it. My chins are not gonna work. I kind of griefed that puzzle pretty bad, but it's okay. I kind of like the old, the buggy version, personally. That was kind of funny. Definitely looks more correct like this, though. Four fangs, wait a tick, and then step under? Yes, correct. You are correct, Aaron. Dang, we're about a minute behind pace. Like 40 seconds from the Baba, and then like 10 seconds from the monkey room. We're still fine on time, probably, but may need to hit some skulls if this RNG continues. We shall see. The most interesting one, Aaron, is coming out of second boulders. If it's slow shadow, it's the same thing. You want to do 4 fangs, wait a tick, and step under. But if it's not, you don't want to do 3 fangs. You usually do 2 fangs and you step under. You have to wait some ticks. I think 2 ticks. It's a very awkward amount of ticks. Learning a lot. Yeah. That is good. Ah, a little bit inefficient with the pathing there. So if you have time to set up a trap, then you see this guy can't range me while I'm fighting the arcane. If you don't have time, he can range me. But even if he can range me there, once I move the arcane away from that location, I can stay on him here. Just got my GM Coliseum time. Your hits helped a lot. Oh, congratulations, Mr. Usman. You doing melee only, or did you do some range with it? Either way, doesn't matter. Range is definitely more DPS. Once you start whipping out the Venator bow. I can't stop staring at it. Melee only, nice. Fellow melee only enjoyer. More satisfying to do. Range looks pretty satisfying to do when you set up the Venator bows and stuff. But I know what you mean. You're just bobbing and weaving through the pillars. It feels really nice. Can't Augury here? Yeah. We're chilling. The setup's very comfortable in being able to camp prayers in most places. Nox Halberd utility. I was thinking about bringing that for if I ever. Well, I'm not gonna return anytime soon, obviously. But I was thinking about doing it even for melee only runs, just for like being able to take re-entry as a more viable option. It's very easy to forget about re-entry, but if you have Nox Halberd as a backup option, it doesn't really matter. Even if you have like Scythe, you know, I think it's worth a slot to have a Nox. As soon as you get Myopia, it's useless. You can still use it to hit like melee range diagonal things, which is nice. So it's actually not useless. The fact that it lets you attack diagonally is really nice, even for melee only runs. Because it gives you one more location to hit from re-entry with. Let's say Mino is in front of Mage. Can you hit Mage? Round pillar? Wait, what? I'm trying to imagine the situation you're talking about. I'm not sure. I don't think you can hit around the corner. If they're like stuck by another mob, I don't think you can hit around the corner. Mage in front of Minnow. I think in that particular instance, no, because he's getting blocked by the pillar. But I'm not sure. Maybe you can? Oh, like where you would use the scythe to splash? Oh, that one, yes, yes, yes. That's pretty useful too. I wasn't sure what you were talking about. That one is an illegal solve, yeah. You could do that one. You helped me perfectly visualize it. I was like, I'm not really sure what you're talking about here. Been raiding duos with my friend, just pulled a third shadow in a row. How dare you? How dare you? You're sucking up our RNG, man. But congratulations. But how dare you? What raid level you guys doing? Like 400s? 450s? 500s? What you guys doing? So this setup, if I only need to stun like one set Akkha, I can full camp Augury at Zebak too. So I've been camping pretty much every room, which is nice. Where's the 270? Nope, that's a how dare you. How dare you. How dare you show your face around these parts. At least you guys are upping it. Assume every time you guys leave, you get a new drop and up the gear. Yeah, that's crazy. You know, a lot of people imagine these 545s to be turbo flick central, and it's not. That was a rough solve. That's deep. Deep boulders right there. I was really debating if I had to adrenaline Karis there. That's so BS. I believe it. Nobody believes. I believe it. Some people just have all the luck. One of my friends has a very similar thing where he just ends up pulling. He pulled like 3 shadows, and his team was like doing 350s as well. I fully believe it. Some people just have the luck. Their natural talent is being super lucky. It's an insane superpower, if you think about it. That was a really slow level 3 Zebak. Especially for a 19 Seercull. Just sunstab the Obelisk. Oh. Placing Prims of Aranias. They're pretty good. Not in Shadow subs, but in pre-Shadow subs, they're really nice. Would highly recommend. Gonna have to kill skulls? I don't think so. I think we're chilling. I'm pretty sure we're chilling. Love how laggy this spell looks. Oops. Alright. I said I wasn't gonna kill skulls, but I kind of grieved the HP, so I'm gonna kill some skulls. What point is it worth it to bring Seercull? I would say 500 plus. Because that's when it's worth it to, like, you know, do overly draining and stuff. But also, like, shadow rebuilds if you're shadowing Zebak and don't have a Tbow is pretty good. Because if you have like a shadow and you have like a Void Waker, for like as an example, which is pretty common, a lot of people have shadow and Void Waker, and then they're doing like a 450. It would just be better just to use the Void Waker at that point. Because over the Void Waker, you're only gonna save like, I don't know, like 5 seconds. But overly draining you, you're not really using Void Waker. And he's still melee, yeah. Oh. My movement command didn't go through. The Curse Scepter spec any good? Nah. It used to be good, but not anymore, unfortunately. It used to roll basically as if the monster was 0 invo. That's when it was really good. Now it properly respects it, which means it's shit. For context, like, it used to be about 75% accuracy at Zebak. Now it's closer to about 35%. So it got it's less than half accurate that it used from when it used to be. So I wouldn't recommend it anymore. TBH. Good times though. Yeah, we got 32. We're chilling. Never lucky. I don't know what I'm listening to, but I'm intrigued. I don't know. Sounds like music you might hear in like a bubble tea shop. Sometimes if I just vibe with it, it goes into playlists. Oh my lord, I just did that. Soil the good monkey room entirely. That was the sick nerd right there. What time do you consider a fast monkey room these days? I would say anything sub 140 is considered fast. Myself. Anything like that isn't sub anything that's above 140 for me is like not really that fast. I was experimenting around. I was wondering if it would drag me in. So look, that's after Boulder 2, and even though it's third phase, you do the same thing as phase 2, specifically for Slow Shadow. Just don't do the stall that I would normally do there. I have to let like 2 in. Not an ideal configuration. Was throwing a lot of them over there, like back to back. It's fine though. Kind of rude. I'm so missing this DPS check. Actually, Akkha's gonna leave us. I think we're okay. Ow. Dang, I lost a tick doing it. Oops. Oh, I messed it up. We're good. Dude, I moved too early. Controlling. Oops. How's it going at him? That was a messy Akkha, to say the least. There were tons of mistakes in that Akkha, though, so it's kind of deserved. No way I'm seeing 1.275 bill in the coffer. It could be bigger. I don't know. Could be bigger. Only 1.275 bill in the coffer? I don't know. Someone's gonna call me poor. You know? The song's a certified banger? Hell yeah, dude. Enter the room. Alright. Yo, I'm an iron, no fang, no shadow. I do have Tbow. What the hell? Get out of here. He said, but I do have a whole Tbow though. Oh, I see. At this point, I might as well let him hit me one more time to summon the monkeys. I'd say you should probably do like 350s, EBH. Baba Kephri will for sure be your hard rooms, right? And you can dedicate a lot of resources to it. But once you're at like Zebak and Wardens, you're just plowing through them like really fast. How did I drink that restore? I didn't really need it. I was wasting it. You have your hands on blue carrots, you're chilling. I did do a video about like 400s without like a fang, without a bofa, but it's kind of hard, I would say, for most people. I would say at least do like 350s. Yeah, well, you got blue carrots, so that helps a lot. You have like burning claws. Burning claws are nice for the arcane. And Akkha. You don't happen to own a bofa as well, do you? Both claws, burning claws on stab are better for ToA than dragon claws. No bofa. So you have a bofa but not a Tbow. Your account's kind of cursed, I'm sorry to say it. In a good way, but very cursed account. I have Berserker on? I don't think a single one of my Kephri hits was below 40. I think I was just straight up maxing on this guy like 5 times in a row. Maybe 6 times in a row. It's kind of crazy. I have to withhold so much DPS. Got a tear because it wasn't Fang. That is kind of sad. I'll be honest, that is very sad. At least Masori helps with your Tbow a lot, but yeah, that's pretty depressing. I'm stuck. I can't seem to do the 450s for the transmogs. Keep planking. Have you tried not dying? That is the only advice I have for you. It is hard, but it do be like that sometimes, you know? It do be like that. Not really, there's not really much else you can do other than just like get really well practiced at the rooms. If you're stuck at Zebak, yeah, just don't die. Come on. If you're stuck at Zebak, I would say usually people struggle at Enraged plus Blood. That seems to be like the common spot people get stuck at. Do one big long movement when Bloods come out and just focus on your prayers. If you're stuck with Akkha, my best tip for double trouble keepback, mostly for double trouble, how to get to the middle easily is when you attack on this tile or this tile, when you're trying to get to the center, you want to run on one of those tiles and then just click the symbol of that same quadrant. Works every time. It's the easiest way to get to the middle. You don't have a shadow? Well, you'll still need to know it either way. So look, I'll click it, and then I'll just click to my quadrant. Works every time. I don't know why I thought we had a level 3 and we were done right there. Oops. When you take the hit standing still, it's not about taking the hit, it's about stalling Baba one tick. When you do the step under, you're stalling Baba one tick, which is really, really important for the cycle. If you just stand still, she'll be able to attack you twice. And that's 5 to 2. And obviously that'll also make it a lot trickier depending what she does for 2 attacks. Goodbye. Oh my god, I punched him. Remnick way. Can I do damage? May I do damage? Sorry. May I do damage? Sorry. Game was just not having it. May I use the bathroom? I don't know. I don't know. Can you use the bathroom? Is what the teacher's always saying. Can I use the bathroom? Can you? Shit. Jesus. Guess not. Content warning when I was playing with jugs. Yo, chill. Gotta play with the jugs. I'm not purposefully not pray against that one. You're using amethyst arrows? I am. I need them for Seercull. You're playing leagues, yeah. gonna have 2 accounts. One for melee DPS and then one for range. Melee account will be doing Echo Soul. The ranged potentially also Soul, but I'm not sure yet. The ranged one, I'm not sure yet. I think they're both probably going VFM. Well, one of them is going VTM, and I think the other one's going VFM. The ranged one's probably going VFM. Tier 6 bait? Depends on which one you're doing. For melee, I mean, it's 7% DPS. I would go for it. I would personally go for it. No matter what. I feel like no matter what tier 6 is, what you want to do. Oops. Range just seems insanely OP. Last time melee looks okay. I'm very sad that they nerfed Weapon Master though. I guess it was too overpowered. The spec relic seems very, very weak compared to before. I have a feeling that I'm honestly not gonna enjoy this league as much as the previous ones. I think the novelty is wearing off for me. They're giving us so much DPS that, you know, like, I don't really feel any sense of a reward. $30.52 with a full skull skip. That was probably a sub 30 if I the skulls. Purple. Ah. We're at 171 purples now, though. Fish. Thick tuna. We would call it there. That was a nice fast rate to end it with. Quick little short session. Good rate though. 30.52. Imagine I got like a 1 minute faster Zebak. That'd be like a sub 29 actually. Anyway, have a good night, guys.